Hello everyone. In this video, we'll explore Jupiter from the 6th to the 12th house, step by step. In the previous episode, we discussed houses 1 through 5, and now we're completing the series. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. When Jupiter is in the 6th house, a person grows and prospers through work, service to others, daily routines, pets, and relationships with those who assist them. The desire for self-perfection, the ability to master skills, and the capacity to work with care lead toward deeper fulfillment and inner development. Here, Jupiter expands one's worldview through daily work, acts of service, and interactions with colleagues or subordinates, often bringing lessons of humility, compassion, and craftsmanship. This position can grant fortunate circumstances in the workplace, supportive co-workers, and generally comfortable working conditions. Although Jupiter's influence here often aids in recovery from illness, it can also symbolize the tendency of a disease to spread or grow. Jupiter always demands growth in many areas of life. If this growth is resisted, the body may attempt to manifest it symbolically through physical expansion or illness. Yet for someone with Jupiter in the 6th house, understanding the symbolic meaning of illness and its connection to one's lifestyle comes naturally. These individuals are willing to work diligently toward healing, often transforming their daily habits and life philosophy in the process. Because they dedicate so much of their time to serving others, sometimes the only way they can justify self-care is through illness itself. However, Jupiter here may also cause neglect of small details, a tendency to postpone work, or to impose tasks on others with excessive confidence or superiority. The person might idealize service without taking tangible, practical steps, a philosopher of helpfulness rather than a practitioner of it.
When Jupiter is in the 7th house, personal growth and expansion often come through relationships, marriage, and partnerships. This placement helps a person discover themselves through their connections with others and develop maturity through cooperation. The individual tends to be open-minded, fair, and understanding in relationships. Luck and opportunity may come through a spouse or business partner, both emotionally and materially. It's a favorable position for professions involving people, such as counseling, public relations, or negotiation, since Jupiter here teaches growth through human connection. However, there can also be a tendency to idealize the partner, expecting too much and facing disappointment. At its best, Jupiter in the 7th house represents tolerance, faith, and mutual respect, the ability to grow together through understanding and harmony. When Jupiter is in the 8th house, growth and expansion often come through shared resources, inheritance, taxes, insurance, or other people's wealth. This placement connects prosperity with transformation, both material and spiritual. Individuals with this position are often drawn to life's mysteries, seeing death not as an end, but as a passage toward deeper understanding. They have the potential to regenerate through crisis, gaining strength and wisdom from emotional and financial challenges. Jupiter in the 8th house may also bring interest in psychology, metaphysics, or spiritual studies. On the shadow side, there can be excess or dependence on others' resources. Yet at its highest expression, this placement symbolizes inner growth, rebirth, and the power of profound transformation. When Jupiter is in the 9th house, personal growth comes through faith, philosophy, higher education, and travel. This placement expands both the mind and the spirit, inspiring the individual to seek truth and meaning beyond familiar boundaries. The person learns through exploration of cultures, beliefs, and wisdom traditions. Honesty, justice, and moral integrity become guiding principles in life. Travel is not just movement, it's education. Every experience becomes a lesson, every journey a teacher. Jupiter in the 9th house often points to a natural teacher, writer, lawyer, or spiritual guide. Success may come in fields like education, law, philosophy, religion, or publishing. At its best, this position brings tolerance and a sincere quest for truth. At its shadow side, it can create dogmatism, believing one's truth is the only truth. But true wisdom, as Jupiter teaches here, lies in openness, learning, and the faith that knowledge connects all things. When Jupiter is in the 10th house, personal growth and fulfillment come through one's career, public role, and sense of purpose. This placement inspires the individual to contribute meaningfully to society and to find joy in purposeful achievement. The 10th house also reflects the influence of one's parents or authority figures. Here, Jupiter may symbolize an optimistic, principled, or guiding parent, someone who shapes the person's values and ambition. Career success often comes naturally with Jupiter in this position. Opportunities appear through faith, integrity, and a clear sense of direction. Yet overemphasis on reputation or status can lead to pride or a fall from grace. At its best, Jupiter in the 10th house represents the wise leader, someone who grows by sharing knowledge, inspiring others, and walking the path of purpose. When Jupiter is in the 11th house, growth and fulfillment arise through friendships, communities, and shared goals. This placement shows that purpose in life develops through ideals, teamwork, and future-oriented vision. Friends, allies, and social groups often help the individual bring dreams into reality. Jupiter expands opportunities for collaboration and optimism about the future, but it can also cause scattered focus or overconfidence. The person may encounter many possibilities yet fail to follow through on them. Interest in collective projects, learning, and cultural exchange is usually strong. At its best, Jupiter in the 11th house teaches cooperation and the wisdom of shared progress. However, the person may sometimes seek status or validation through groups. True growth here comes not from ambition alone, but from collective purpose and meaningful connection. When Jupiter is in the 12th house, personal growth often comes through challenges, solitude, and compassion for those who suffer. This placement symbolizes the soul's ability to find meaning in darkness and to serve as a quiet guide for others. The individual may work in places of isolation, hospitals, prisons, or charitable institutions, where empathy and service become spiritual paths. Through helping others, they discover humility, forgiveness, and inner peace. However, Jupiter here can also bring hidden pride, moral superiority, or the belief that fate will solve everything. Excessive optimism or avoiding responsibility may lead to confusion or loss of direction. At its best, Jupiter in the 12th house represents deep spiritual wisdom, the capacity to illuminate the unseen and grow through compassion, surrender, and quiet strength. The journey of Jupiter from the 6th to the 12th house reminds us that growth is both external and deeply inner. Each house opens a path toward awareness, wisdom, and surrender. In our next lesson, we'll explore Saturn through the houses, the planet of structure, patience, and true discipline. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next episode.